This is my second how to make a sword video, and with it being December, we're doing that Christmas fantasy sword theme. Let's get started. Thanks for checking out the page. We're going to delete everything as we normally do, and we're going to make a sword today like the last video, but this one is going to be a bit more complex and just increasing the style and doing a few different things. So we're going to do Shift A, and that's going to bring up a cube. Whilst we're doing that, I'm just going to turn on the hotkeys, or the screencast keys, sorry, not hotkeys. That's going to show a mouse here, so as I press buttons, you can see it's going to change it's going to show up here, so you can follow along. So we're just going to make this smaller. We're going to change it so it's a bit of a smaller cube, and then we're going to make it longer because it's a sword, and a bit skinnier because, again, it's not a piece of 4x4 or something like that. So we're just gonna reduce that sword down like that. There we go. And now we're gonna grab it. Nope, we're gonna grab it to move it up, like so. Now, holding Shift and the middle key will be able to move your object around the screen. So holding the middle key in your mouse will allow you to twist, and then Shift and the middle key will be allow you to move, right? So this is what we got now. We're going to do something a little bit different this time. So we're going to put it into see-through mode up here, and then we're going to grab these. Okay, now we're going to make sure this is flat, and we're going to do mirror mode. So if we click this button up here, what that means is if we are to grab this, it will mirror it along the x-axis, right? So I want the sword to be a bit of a different type of sword this time. Yeah, that works for me. Yeah, and this bit here, I want the size, and actually just on the y-axis. Now all that was really trying to do was to make this a little bit thinner up here, okay? Let's do it some more. Yeah, perfect. I like that. So, take it out of that mode. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna add a loop cut. So, this is me just playing around with style. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna drag this here. Now I'm doing that because what I want to do is I want to bring these in a bit. Yep, that works for me. It's going to be just a more stylized sword. Like I think last time was quite basic, so let's make it more stylized this time. So we're going to do Control R again to go to loop cut, and we're just going to add another one because whilst I do want it to look a bit different than the last time, I also want it to resemble a sword, and I don't want a blunt object like that. So I'm just going to click here. So I've selected edges. I've done the edge of the loop cut here that we did, and to make it nice and simple, we're going to press Y, we're going to do grab and Z, and it's going to allow us just to have a point. So you can see now we've got more of a sword shape, and from the side angle it goes from thicker to thinner. Yeah, nice. So let's do some insert some faces. So what we're going to do is we're going to select faces up here. We're going to go this one. We're going to select, oh, when it goes see-through you can't do faces at this. That's annoying. I didn't realize that, and now I know. You don't really know what you do and don't know until you know what you don't know, right? So insert faces. We're just going to make this a bit smaller. We're going to grab it and we're going to bring it up. Then we're going to go into this one, and we can, I'm sure we can do the see-through one for this. We're gonna grab and bring down. And this one, I'm sure we can grab and bring back up. So we shouldn't have any problems with anything. No, that looks good to me, right? So we've got a plane and then basically an edge. But this edge doesn't look sharp, and that's because it's not kind of a blunt. So we're going to go back to loop cut. So Control R is the shortcut to that, or you can just click that bit on the side, and we're going to do it in the middle. Oh. And then we're going to stay on this. We're going to bring back our vertex mode, and we're going to select the 3 on the edge. And we're just going to press M for merge, and we're going to do it at center. We're going to do the same here. We're just going to go around the sword now and do the same thing. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I think that looks... What's happened there? I think I have grabbed too many. Yeah, so if you saw there, I'd grabbed this one and as one of these, and it kind of merged them all, and that's not what I wanted. That's more like what I wanted. So now we've got, if I go back to this mode, you can see like I've got this going on. I've got nice edges. The sword's got a nice sharp point at the tip there. Yeah, I'm happy with this. So with this bit done, we're now going to go on to the hilt. So we're going to do Shift A, we're going to add a mesh, and we're going to do size, because that's just too big for me. And we're going to go size, and we're going to make it bigger along the x-axis. Now I think about that. Yeah, we'll go with about that. I think that's cool. We're going to grab that and just move it up slightly. And yeah, I'm cool with that. What do you think so far? Please do remember to add like what your thoughts and stuff in the comments. Like, I'm new to this, and any kind of like comments, like giving advice or ideas would be great. And so what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna add a bevel, right? So we're gonna go to this and we're gonna go select bevel. We've already done that, luckily. And I think let's increase the segments. Maybe not. Oh, that was too much. So we're just going to add some bevels. I actually kind of like this pattern, to be honest with you. You can see it in, yeah, that works for me. Obviously you could do whatever you wanted here, to be fair. I just quite like how this looks. And so I think I'm going to move all of this up slightly. Here you go. Now I'm going to add, let's go with a cylinder, something different, right? Let's go size, drag this down, make it longer. So we're going to do size and Z. I reckon this is still way too big. Yeah, it's just too thick, so we're going to make it smaller. Is it the right width as well? Let's see. Don't know about you, right? But I think this probably needs to be a bit smaller still. So no, that looks like a joke. That looks like a joke. I'm not really feeling that, so we might have to do some other bits. Okay, let's make this bigger. Okay, and make it a bit. Okay, I think that is the right kind of like width and stuff for the sword. So if we look at this as a whole, I think that kind of works, right? So let's grab this. We're just going to move it all up a little bit. Let's do Shift A. Oh, actually, whilst we're here, let's grab this. And we're going to do something called scale. So you can see all these are already off right now, right? So if you press Control A, this option comes up. And if you go to scale, it just resets all these to 1. So now the scale's all going to work. You're going to remesh it and stuff. It's going to work way better. You can do it as you go along. Like, it's quite important to do. But yeah, just don't forget to do it. Really. Cool. So now we've got this. Let's see if we can shade this smooth. Maybe actually, if we go to this, we're going to add a modifier. So we're going to go to generate and do a subdivision surface modifier. Yeah, increase this to, let's increase it to 4. That's fine. We're going to go here. And we're going to just add one there. And by doing that, we kind of like make it a bit more rounded again, right? Because before, like it went pointy when we added it, but this is just going to mean that we still get that kind of like a round edge bit here. Okay, if we go here, yeah, sorry, let's go to what's going on here. We can do this, we can right click and we can poke faces, and it just makes it a little bit easier. It gives it more geometry. That's a really hard word to say. Yeah, I'm cool with that so far. Okay. Now let's add Shift A, sorry, not Shift Tab. A sphere, usually sphere. We're gonna make this a bit smaller, so we're gonna go there maybe. What is going on? Hold on. Let's go back to object mode. Shift tab. We're going to bring this up. Why is it not letting me bring it up? I'd somehow managed to put on the magnet and to the grid. Okay, I'm not sure how I pressed it. Maybe when I pressed the wrong key, it's done that. Slightly annoying, but it's fine. Oh, I pressed Shift and Tab when I was trying to do it. That's what it is. So the good thing about Blender is when you hover over it, gives you the shortcut key, which is great, but like it doesn't always mean I know which one I'd press until I go around and search for it. So just because that was blue, that's how I knew. So this one, let's add a torus as well. Now, torus is like that donut shape that you see. If you go here, you can increase the segments and it'll just make it look more rounder, or decreasing it will make it look less rounder. So I kind of want it to look less round, because I'm gonna bring this up. And I really want this to, yeah. Let's bring it up slightly more. So it's like here. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now we're gonna shade this smooth. Okay. I think we're gonna do Shift D. And that just duplicates, right? So we can do this and just move it up to here. Yeah, yeah, I'm happy with that. So now we're gonna add a box here, just so we can make, I wanna fill this out here. So we're gonna do Shift A, we're gonna make a cube. A cube's gonna be massive, so we're gonna have to make it smaller. And we're just gonna grab it up and bring it up here. Now, I kind of want to make this a bit bigger. So we're going to bring this up a little bit. And this is honestly, this is me just playing around with some sword designs that I think might look cool. So you don't have to do any of this. This is just like showing you like, no, let's not do that. That didn't do what I thought it was going to do, so let's not do that one. So what we can do is we're going to insert faces like this. Actually, before we do that, we're going to select both sides to make sure that it matches. So then we're going to go to I. I does the same thing, so we're going to do this. Here. Yeah. Oh no, we did bevel and it worked this time. Okay. Yeah. I like the way this looks apart from this bit. So we're going to maybe bring this down a little bit. Yeah. That looks better for me. So now we've got a nice different kind of handle and a sword. We've got a nice hilt, sorry, it's a bit different, bit funky in shape. We've got a nice blade here that's a different kind of shape. We've still got that sharpness. We've got a nice handle end and a ball. I don't know why we have a ball there, but I'm guessing maybe to show our ego. I'm not really sure. But yeah, let's add some detail to the handle. So what I did is I grabbed it all. I made sure the scale was reset. So I did that by doing Control A, pressing scale here to make sure this was all reset. And then I went into did this, I went into sculpting, I did remesh. I took this down to like 0.1 and then I did remesh, and what that does is it made all these areas, you see how there's way more little squares, it did that basically. So it allowed me to do stuff, and for sculpting that's important because the more we have, the more detail we can add. I don't need to add too much detail in this, so we're going to go to sculpt mode, draw, and basically not brush, not texture, but stroke. I changed this to line. Now I did this because I'm going to do the draw sharp, so I'm going to cut into the handle, right? So I want to do it on this line, so I'm going to hold on a second, wait just a minute, just doing this sculpting. I'm just going to draw across this line. Now the problem with doing that is it only goes like that, right? So do Control Z. So if we tick both of these and we do that again, what should happen is it should go more across. So then we can just go, that went off track right there. Okay, now we can like sort that out after, but we just got a basic line there. And we're going to go to the X one, just do it the same way. Now there might be a quicker way of doing this. If there is, please do tell me, like I would love to know. But this is just the way that I've just like found how to do. That one actually looks nice, like compared to the rest. And that's the best one yet. So they're getting better as we go, which is all we can really ask for, right? Like as we're learning how to do stuff, like I think that's a given. Like can't expect to be like perfect straight away. And I think like playing around and just exploring things is like a really great way to learn. And to be honest with you, like this one, normally I look at other videos and get ideas from there, but this one I kind of like have just done myself, so this is just all me. So what I'm doing now is just going around, I'm using the crease tool to increase this crease and make it look a bit sharper. Now probably could have been done a bit neater, but I also think like this is a sword with like a handle, and I don't think it would have been perfect. So we're just gonna go around and make all these changes, I think, to be honest with you. So we're going to go around and just tidy this bit up. Just by doing this. There we go. You can probably increase the strength and get this done a bit easier, to be honest. If you're gonna have to draw that in a bit more, just because that crease didn't seem to be going very well, so just draw it in a bit more. There we go. I'm fairly happy with this. So yeah. Go to object mode, and here we go. I think we've got a pretty cool looking sword right now. So let's go and just add some materials to this. So we're going to go to this option up here. It changes the type of view it is. If you click the down button, you can select where it is. I like this one. It's just whenever I've learned stuff, like this is the one people use, and I can see why. Like it adds a shadow on the back and it gives the light position, especially because we deleted the light position. So it's good to have that there. If you have a material here, it will just be plain white because you haven't added any. I'm going to go for a base color, and you know what, let's go for a sword with like a greeny tinge. I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't know, like something just different. Like I think we always do blue and stuff, but I feel like this is like a special type of sword. Let's give it a special type of vibe, right? And we're gonna decrease the roughness, and it's just gonna make it shiny. There we go. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Now we can do the same for this. Now I want this to be the same material, so to do that I'm just gonna click that and it will allow it to be the same, right? Because you only need to really change it when you're adding new material. So we've got the white and the green metallic, so let's go to new, change the color up. Green and red go well together. Let's make this like a elvish Christmas sword. Darker, yeah. We're also going to make this metallic. We're going to increase the roughness. We might need to make this a little bit brighter. I'm feeling the Christmas vibes. So let's do that. I think the ball at the end can definitely be that same material. Yeah, and I think for these, we're going to add some gold in color. Now, I'm gonna make it metallic gold still. Oh, add this to this. Now that's fine, but we need a color for the handle. Now because we've got so much color here, I think I'm just gonna go for a really. Let's go for a red, but we're gonna make it really dark. That works for me. So if we adjust this roughness, we can make it really shiny or like not so shiny. And for me, that's kind of like a cool looking sword. Now with this, obviously, if we want to move bits, we can move them around. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do Control P, and we're going to parent it, and that means when we grab it, we can move it all around. Yeah, that's our sword. So thanks for checking out the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you check out the next one.